Hello, guys. Nolan Maga Mike here again. It's been a while. It's been like 20 days. I've been super busy with a bunch of personal stuff just recently, moving and a bunch of other stuff. But in any case, lots happened in 20 days. My word, my word. Trust me, this is not about saying I told you so. It's not. It's not. It's not at all. But let's go through a couple things that have happened anyway. So we got Rome is burning and the emperor has no clothes. Now that's obvious to most Americans at this point. Actually, um, the acceptance rate for what Trump is doing has plummeted. His acceptance rate going down. He's underwater at this point for what he's doing, but not enough in my opinion. Not as dramatic as it should be. But I still wonder, with all of this obvious stuff that we're about to talk about, um, if 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 enough people actually know that this stuff actually happens. And this is where it comes down to a bunch of frustrations for me. Super frustrated with the idea um, that if you don't know a lot of what we're about to talk about, if you don't know about, I would say, any of it really, then two things about that frustrate me. One is that alone, in and of itself, is the best proof that OAN, Newsmax, and of course, the mother of them all, Fox News. I don't understand how they can actually have news in their name. It should be against the law what they're doing. Every now and then, as I do watch quite a bit of it, actually, a lot more than I want to. Trust me, it just drives me bananas. But you know, watching it, and from time to time, I'm seeing some of the news items. Try to report from a right wing angle, but still try to report what's actually going on in some cases. So I've seen that. I don't know if anybody else is picking up on that, but there's so much real blatant, obvious criminal stuff going on here, um, that I, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because he's coming for your checks, guys. He's coming for your your loved ones' safety nets, what they depend on, what they pay the bills with, what they used to eat their food with. Um, and I don't get how you guys, those that haven't picked up on that yet, haven't picked up on that yet. It's absolute bananas to me. Let's talk about a couple of things. All right, so I do wonder if anybody will ever get, if there are some people, like I say to myself all the time, when will they finally all say the emperor has no clothes and Rome is burning, and I didn't mean for this to happen. How much has to happen? Does it have to be when, and only when it affects you or your loved ones, when their safety nets are gone and they're struggling to stay off the street? Is that what you want? I mean, maybe that is what some people. I don't know. I don't know anymore. But I do. When I say that to myself, and I say, has to be a point, right? At the very least, when everybody starts to get affected, or they know somebody that's affected, and they're trying to help them stay off the street, whatever else, will some folks even then admit that they were bamboozled, that they were fooled and gaslighted by this big fat tub of goo that just acts like an authoritarian. That's it. All of this is revenge, guys. All of this is retribution. But anyway, I know that when Jim Jones, right, in Guam, when he yelled over the loudspeaker that it's time for everybody to drink their Kool-Aid, most of them did. So, yeah, that was affecting them right there, and they did. So maybe not even then. Maybe they'll just perish from this planet believing that Trump was the best thing that ever happened to them, when in reality, regardless of no matter how bad a road you had to hoe, or no matter how long a trip it's been for you in this life, I guarantee you this: Trump is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. The worst thing that's ever happened to you. I've been saying this on this channel. I've been saying all the following on this channel since early January when I started doing this. I mean, I've been saying most of it for longer than that. A good portion of it, even during his first term. But, just by the stuff he was saying during his campaign and while he was trying to get elected the second time around, I knew it was going to be so much. See, I don't get this. What frustrates me. I'm so not the sharpest knife in the drawer, the brightest light in the fucking room. And that's okay. I've done fine. I don't need to be. But my point is, how come I can see this? George Conway can see this. Stephen Miller can see this. Oh my God. Who else is out there? The girls from iHip News. They see it. It's coming, guys. So far, we've gutted the FBI. We fired a ton of senior leadership across the board and fired anyone associated in any way peripherally in the January 6th investigation or investigating Trump. So I know that there's been at least 5,000 terminations there. He's gutted the DOJ. On his first day in office, he pardoned 1,500 criminals. He pardoned hundreds of people that committed physical crimes against police officers, peace officers. He's pardoned them, all right? So in that group of criminals, you have members and leadership in many cases in the, the groups, the Proud Boys, the Oak Ridge Boys, the Oath Keepers, I don't know what else, the Always Trumpers, the Google Hoogs, whatever else they call themselves. He's got them now on his side. So he's already started dog whistles. That stupid quote that he keeps attributing to Napoleon Bonaparte about you are not hurting your country if you're not breaking the law, if you're saving your country. All right. First of all, I don't think it's a good idea that we follow a leader that puts such reverence into these dictatorships' way of doing business. I really don't. But more importantly, as it relates to that specific quote, it's actually most recently been attributed to one of the big white supremacist groups' leaders. Top of the group. What do you call those guys? Green Wizard, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's KKK, I know, but it's a white supremacist group of some sort. I forget the name, but it's been most recently attributed to this person. You'll see that if you go on Twitter, which I don't. That's one thing I can't stomach to do yet. Let's see what's going on there, because I feel like people think I'm a Nazi just for fucking signing in. I don't want any part of that mess. All right. Oh God. So what else we got? So we got to the FBI. We got to the DOJ. We pardoned those 1,500 criminals. Pam Bondi's already reached out so she could ruin the New York Department of Justice over there by having a bunch of prosecutors resign, 7 so far, including the acting leader over there. Which God bless her and the folks that resigned, because they have A, a backbone, B, a critically thinking mind, and C, the motives to do the right thing. Follow the law and do the right thing. Can you believe this fucking prince from South Africa? It says the court says you can't do it, so now what's our other option? That's not the way it works in this country, fuckhead. There's no other option. The court's ruled. Now you want to pull an Andrew Jackson, stand out there and say, well, let him enforce it? Fuck that. Where are we? What are we doing? So he's tried to get that acting leader over there at the New York Department of Justice to dismiss charges against the mayor of New York for taking his briberies, so they can then use him to enforce the immigrant roundups that he wants to do, for lack of a better description. That's all it is. His roundup of brown and black people in New York, and he wants Mayor Adams to help him. And Mayor Adams is so shameless, just like Trump, that he's going to do it, even though he's going to get screwed anyway at the end. I don't know, and these people that are taking these options from the government, these fork in the road emails, and taking the payoffs to retire early or whatever they're calling it,